Hi guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly, doing a quick vlog. Oh, gotta turn that light off. Wonder if that's better. I don't know. And I'm gonna answer a few questions. I hope y'all are doing great today. Yesterday it was in the mid 70s here, and now it's in the 40s, and it's raining, and it's miserable, and it makes me. So I hope y'all are having a great day. So I'm gonna answer a few questions that I got, and talk about a few things. And here we go. So, let me see. Let me see. I tried to remember to write down names. Applesauce, who I absolutely adore, always commenting on all my videos and leaving me the most loving comments. All of you do. But she asked what my white Sharpie was. And let me just show you. I'm obsessed. And I have a video, that I'm doing in like this kind of, I'm going to say series, although I'm not calling it a series when I write it on YouTube, of things that you can use at home compared to things that you can buy. Again, so many of you are starting out with mixed media. So many of you are cash strapped, as a lot of us are. And so I'm going to show you some alternatives that you can use in replace of more expensive things. Although a lot of the things out there are great, and I love them. Some things you can just use the same kind of thing and or a different thing inexpensively and get the same uh, result. This, however, is a Sharpie paint pen, and I love my Sharpie stuff. If you can't see all of my desk right now because I've been going through all my stuff, like I explained before, all my art stuff downstairs. Um, so I have a lot of stuff sitting here. I have a lot of stuff I want to experiment with to try to get them undried. A lot of them have dried out or I've used them all. I'm going to do a little glycerin, the whole little thing there, and see what I can get from them. This shirt is like the worst shirt to wear. Okay, it's my art shirt and I've been doing stuff and it's a mess and I'm a mess and okay. So anyway, it's a Sharpie paint pen. And I use this a lot on my mixed media because once everything's dry, you can really use these to write on them. And I'll do a demo when I do my houses later to show you kind of what they are. They have oil paint pens, and this is just a regular opaque paint marker. So this is the, not like a marker, this is the paste, the oil-based marker. I'll go all through that and everything when I do a video with it. Very fun. A lot of cool stuff I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, so thank you, Applesauce, and thank you for all your comments, and I'm going to try to respond to all of them, but I love you. Okay, so, okay, I'm going to try to get these names right, but Lisa Mallet, I'm hoping that, or Malette, I don't know, I'll pretend like I'm fancy. Lisa Malette, I don't know, asked me about, and I wasn't really sure. I guess I use Elmer's school glue, right? And I use that a lot as a mixed media product. I use it as a gesso. I use it as a glue, a gel medium. I use it for many different things. I use it for transfers and what have you. She asked, why don't I use school glue? Why do I use school glue as opposed to Elmer's? Well, I call this school glue because a lot of people out of country, you're going to see the cat and hear him in a minute, don't have Elmer's. So I say white school glue because a lot of kids, when they go to school, need white school glue. I only use Elmer's. I've not used Dollar Store. This is washable and it's good for kids to use. I try to do things that, and I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I have an earache and I can't hear in my ear. I try to use things that are friendly to non-toxic, I guess is the word I want to say, for kids to use as well, because I really love parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and whomever doing stuff with their kids. Do you know what I mean? And so this is non-toxic. If they have, and I will look for Elmer's non-washable glue, maybe they have it. I use their glue sticks all the time, and those are fantastic as well. But that's why I say school glue is because when people go to the dollar store, when people live in different countries or what have you, school glue is essentially what you want. It's a PVA glue, really. So that's why I use this. But I'm going to look into if there's another glue. It's just always what I buy and what I use. But maybe I'm missing something when I go because I always go for that. Maybe they have another school glue. Let me know down below if there's a Elmer's glue that's not a school glue. I don't know. But that was what she had mentioned. So I'm not really sure. I just use Elmer's. I like Elmer's. Um, it doesn't have a smell that makes me gag, but I don't, that's kind of where I'm at. So I have to look and see if they have a different glue. I like it because it's washable and I'm a hot mess. So when I do work or I play or paint or whatever, I usually walk away with it all on me. I also like to use it because it's water soluble. When I'm doing, for a less expensive way, when I'm doing uh, sprays or making my own acrylic sprays or own sprays with food coloring or what have you, I like to put that in as a little binder. So when it comes out, it kind of makes it more permanent. You can also use gel medium and all that time and matte medium, but that's what I use that for. Now that was a long answer to nothing and got nowhere, right? Gloria Rodriguez asked about sticky pages and what do you do? And of course, my mind went to a funny adult humor kind of place with the sticky pages, and I won't go there. But for all of you who have the dirty mind like me, just go there for a second and laugh. Okay, sticky pages. Okay, uh, when you do art journaling and you have sticky pages, I'm still going to giggle like a little 10-year-old boy. I don't know. I'll show you what I do. I use a candle or wax, and I will show you guys. You can also use baby powder. You can use cornstarch, so many things, but I'm going to mark that because I'm going to say I'm going to do it. And then life goes on and I forget about things, but I'm going to do a little demo of what I do. I have a few on my video. Um, where the heck is it on here? Here it is. I have a few videos on YouTube of what I've done for sticky pages. But for the time being, or if you cannot find anything that works for you, because it depends on the humidity, it depends on where you live, like all that kind of stuff that determines what works for you and what doesn't. Take a piece of parchment or wax paper and put it between, for the time being, a piece of printer paper. I've had things stick on me. I've probably done them on the video where I show you that they stick and I rip them accidentally. But I will do a video of a few things that I do when I have patience. And probably should do more often when I'm doing my art journals. But if anybody has any suggestions, please leave them down below to help her out. But I'll show you what I do. And okay, here's something for the, I do the inkjet transfers with school glue or gel medium. Or I have a couple of videos on that Mod Podge I use. Terry Cunningham suggests, no, I've not done this, but I'm going to try it. She suggests when you're done to bake in the oven at 200 for 20 minutes with the ink on it when you've done your transfer, and it won't smear them when you put Mod Podge on top. I've not tried that before. I might try it. I think that's awesome, but that's what she suggests. So I'm letting everybody know. If you want to do, I always feel so bad because people, and me included, I used to have a laser printer. I don't anymore. They're a tad expensive as well when you run out of the toner. I loved it. I used the heck out of it. It finally broke down. But you can go to Staples, Office Max, and all that kind of stuff and get things copied in the, on the, not inkjet, in the laser printer. However, that's why I try to find things that I can use here and that you guys can use that you don't have to do it. So, baking at 200 for 20 minutes isn't a bad gig if you really get a good transfer and you want to use it other than a background or that kind of thing. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to mark that right there. And thank you, Terry, so very much. I love when you guys give tips and stuff. I think it's fantastic, and I'm going to try it. La, 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 la. Okay, Mad Rian, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and I'm sorry if I'm not. I can barely pronounce my name. It's really true. And I call my husband 12 names. I call him all the animals and my kids' names before I get to his name. Sometimes it's just better to call him piece of crap. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love my husband. She says, well, no. Okay. Anyway, medicine people. Medicine makes you crazy. Okay. She asks, or he, I'm not real sure. Mad asks, does it have to be slick sticks or can you just use Crayola? Now, the slick sticks that I used the other day in the video, it's a couple videos down, those are like watercolor crayons. Those are the most like the Faber-Castell gelatos. I couldn't think of the name. Gelatos that I was using. However, you can use Crayola watercolor markers. I have a video on that where you can make it look just like watercolor paint when you color and paint. And you can use the watercolor pencils as well. So although it's not the slick sticks, but I do have a video showing using all of those types of things as watercolor. And I'm going to be doing giveaways of those type of things for people to be able to play and practice. I think it's a great thing to do. I think it's, if you're strapped for cash and or you're just new to a medium, I try to give you guys ways to do these things at home to see if you're going to love it. There's nothing worse. I'm guilty of this. I have gone out. I've been wanting to make cards my whole life. I've tried to make cards. I can't make cards. I went out and bought the card things and the this and the that, and I don't get it. My brain does not process right. I could sit here and tell you 3 hours of what my brain does not process right. However, making cards for me, I can't get it. It's not my gig. I will watch other people make them. I will look at them and say, that will make a great mixed media background. And that's where I go with that. I can't make cards. So what was my point? What was my point? Really? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what the hell my point was. Sorry. Anyway, so some people, oh, I know what it was now. It's funny that a mark on the wall can get you back there. I'm just not a card maker. So I think when people are starting out on a new gig, that's why I like doing giveaways. I have clay things coming up. I've had, geez, oh Pete, so many clay things, and I say them all the time for me to do clay demos. And so many questions about it. I got a great email today. I didn't get to answer. I try to go through all of them. My new ones, I have old ones I have to answer as well, but try to like skim to see like what there was. And somebody asked me about doing and I thought this was fantastic, an autism clay cane, and I'm gonna do that for sure. I think that's so important to support causes and autism and chronic illness and cancer and mental health, and I can go on and on. I love it. So homelessness, I can't stand that kind of stuff. So I like to support whatever I can. So I'm going to do that. That's my goal by the weekend. But yeah, so I think when you can buy inexpensive, she goes off on a tangent. When you can buy inexpensive stuff, I think it's great for you to start out with. And then as you get your confidence more, or you're more happy with, that you're going to continue to do this kind of art or craft, then you can go buy the stuff, start bringing in the more, I want to say expensive things that that you'll use and that kind of thing. But a lot of us are disabled. A lot of us are on disability. A lot of us don't have money. And you know what? If you can go buy for 40% off a thing of Crayola slick sticks or Crayola markers and get a couple uses out of them, different uses, whether you can use them as watercolor paint or what have you, or markers, I'm like all for it. And that's why I like to do a lot of these on my channel, because I think it's important. I think we all should feel valued, and we all should be able to do art. You don't have to be able to afford every class out there, although there are great classes out there, but you don't have to be able to afford them all, or take the most expensive one thinking that you have to look at things differently. Do you know what I'm saying? And start slow. I'm somebody who, like, I want to do 20 things at once. I want to learn 20 things at once. And that's why I love knitting and clay and jewelry making, and I do it all, and I've been doing it for 20 years, and I love it. And like I said, I started out with Bob Ross oil painting, so oh Jesus. So yeah. And also I mentioned the other day, I always forget to put links. Sometimes you guys got to remind me if you look for a link and it's not there. I got to put the Blitzy link down below, and the Faber-Castells, the gelatos, they also have on Amazon. I have them. The kids pack where you get all of the Faber-Castells. They're not called gelatos, they're called gel sticks, but they're much cheaper and they're the same thing. I've bought them. You get all the colors, and they're just as good, and they are the same thing except they're labeled for kids. So those are fantastic. And that's that. I was really blessed, I guess is the word I want to say. I'm very lucky in doing my YouTube. I'm very lucky in the people that I meet. I'm very lucky to be able to have good people around me and supportive people. And as I always tell you guys, I'm very lucky to just be able to do this kind of thing and get a good response and positive response from people. Sometimes I can't stand myself, let alone anybody else standing me. So the fact that you guys are so loving and supportive, and I like to surround myself with those kind of people. Um, I Gina Aaron's. Um, I know there's a name in the middle, and I can't write. It starts with a B, and it just you all know probably know who she is. I've been friendly with her on YouTube for a while. I stalk her. I joke about it. It's not really a joke, but I stalk her, and I know of Claudia Rossi. Now, I just recently became friendly with Claudia. Wonderful. I've been following her on YouTube forever. They have a group, Crazy Island Studios. I think I got it. Crazy Island Family, something like that. I think Family is the group and Studios is their where they sell their classes. And a wonderful, wonderful people, wonderful lady. I'm very blessed that I got the chance to finally meet her and count her as one of my friends. Gina, y'all know I talk about her. I love everybody. I could sit and talk about. I could write everybody's name down and do like a hi hi so and so because y'all are just so lovely. But check them out. Check out their YouTubes. They're different than me, and I love it. They do different things than me, and I love it. They do prompts and all kinds of stuff, and they have a nice group on Facebook. Um, and Claudia has something coming out on Friday that I will talk about when it comes on Friday because I think I might do it with her. Um, and just a wonderful wonderful lady and a wonderful person and positive, and I just love. So if I don't go in many groups and I don't do that kind of thing. I have my own group, but when I find people that I dig and that I are supportive and loving and put out positivity and are positive, um, and want to help others and show others and just be good people, I just have to hang on because I love it. I love having myself around people like that. And I'm lucky I do have quite a few people in my life that I know I could contact or whatever and get a nice, not a jealous or nasty answer, but a supportive answer. I always say that we need to be out here spreading positivity and being not being negative and just supporting each other. And as I say, as women, and I'm not saying that as I probably should say as the art and craft mixed media society. I guess what we're called. I don't want to. And there's so many men that do fantastic mixed media and art as well who are very supportive and loving. Um, so I just love being around like people who just make me smile or bring me some sort of peace or teach me something or who are putting out the same kind of energy that I love to put out in the world. I've not always been I've had my moments where I've not been the nicest person and everything like that. Life changes, I've changed. Um I just love surrounding myself with good people. So I'm gonna be done with that for now. But yeah, Claudia and Gina and oh my gosh, the people that there's just so many delicious people. And like I said, I follow them on YouTube and I just love them, love them, love them. First thing I do when I go on somebody's channel is put on a thumbs up. I always do that. Some people don't have that uh, linked up, for their video and all, but I love it. I just try to do it with everybody I watch, even if I can't leave a comment all the time, or I forget, or I'm like, oh, I leave the window open and go make dinner and I forget. Um, I just like to give a thumbs up to let them know, you know what, I did what you're doing. And I think we all should do that. I've been talking about this forever, and I just think it's important. And I think it's important to spread positivity and be the best that we can be. And although we might have crappy days, which I do, um, try to be the best that you can be and help others. That's so important. All right. Okay. I don't know. Last thing I'm going to talk about, it's getting long. This is my rant, my bitch, my complaint. Again, I'm so frustrated. As most of you know, Ranger Tim Holt / Tim Holt, whoever the hell it is, I have written them so many times. I went out and my husband bought me from HSN or QVC the acrylic dabbers, paint dabbers from Ranger a while back. You all know who's been with me for a long time the story. I got them all, and maybe 3 worked out of, I mean, I got every color, and he surprised me and got me them, and I think 3 of them worked. And from what I understand and what I've seen on YouTube and complaints and all that kind of thing, I'm not the only one in the world. Spent a lot of money on them. I wrote Tim Holt about them. I wrote Ranger about them a while back. I mean, this was probably a couple of years ago, and not heard a word back from either one of them. Now, I don't usually contact companies, but they were expensive and they were the big thing and expensive and blah, blah, blah. And I wanted them and I had them. And not heard back. I've only complained maybe once or twice, and I bought something that was Elmer's brand at Michael's or something, and they didn't work and they leaked everywhere. And then I had a little issue with Elmer's, although they did send me replacements. They sent me a totally different item replaced. But they said, hey, keep them. We'll send you the regular ones. And they did. It was a little bit of a battle, but they did. And I do enjoy Elmer's products. I'm not going to lie. And the other company was the Rub and Buff, I believe. And they were I think that's the only two out of 20 years is pretty not bad. I think those were really the only two companies that I wrote to and that they really did respond and were kind. So I spent all that money on, my husband spent all that money on the acrylic paint dabbers, and they sucked dirty, sweaty rocks. Okay. So I have to dig in them. They're over in a box over there. I have to dig in them to use the paint and all, and I will, just to get rid of them. But my daughter bought me, I had bought one, here we go. I had bought one of these, the distress paints at AC Moore Michaels, whatever, just to try them. And I liked it. They worked well. I read an article that said that these were way better than the paints. They were formulated better. They were better flowing and everything else. And stupid me, I was like, well, let me just buy one to try it and everything. And it was fine. I really dug it. And then my daughter for Christmas bought me a lot of the colors. Bought me those, bought me the distress stains to go with them, and they were wonderful. I've only opened a few, been using them here and there. So I decided, well, you know what? I'm going to open my distress paint, and I'm going to do the house thing, and I'm going to use this as my paint because it has the great little thing on top. Except it leaks everywhere. Leaks everywhere. I've lost probably a third of what the paint was in here because it frickin' leaks everywhere. Why? Why am I spending money on things that leak? These aren't cheap. They're not cheap when you consider what you can get a big thing of Liquitex or basics of paint. So if any of you have had this freaking problem, I'm going to write to Ranger again. I'm very frustrated. And I feel bad because I wanted them and my daughter surprised me and bought them again. Maybe that's the bad luck of it all. Other people buy it for me, but why? I don't want to use this. I walked away with so much paint on my hands, all over the place. It leaked everywhere, upside down. Hey, look, the lid's on, everything's on. It has a little thing in there to shake it up. I just don't understand why. So I want to know your experiences with this freaking stuff because I like it. I really like the idea of it and I like it flowing through, but I'm going to have to investigate and make my own because I don't understand. I don't want to waste all this. I'm very frustrated, and I'm going to keep it calm and not curse a lot because I know a lot of you don't like the cursing, and I totally get it, but I'm frustrated. I'm a frustrated painter right now. I'm a frustrated mixed media artist, but I don't know. I think that'll all be my rant today. Frustrated, so frustrated. Hate spending money on things that don't work. But I want you to check out Claudia, check out Gina. I'll put the links down below. And just, like I said, I don't know, just try to be kind to each other. We are all just trying to get through life. We're all just trying to get through life. And although some of you might not be ill or have issues, you know what I mean? And life's great for you. I am so happy for you, and I couldn't be happier for you. But remember that some of us do, and sometimes people, and I've not had any issues really on YouTube, but sometimes people can be kind of mean and not understand, and it gets frustrating. And for me right now, with the way my life has been and what it is right now, I'm just waking up every day and just dealing day by day. I don't know. It's easier for me that way. I can't think long term anymore. I'm just like, let me just, what am I doing today? But this is just a little vlog. I wanted to answer some questions. I have a lot more questions to answer. But these are just the recent ones that I pulled off today. And I'm gonna check out the Elmer's white school glue. Let me know, like I said down below, what y'all know about that. And I'm gonna research it. And if it is out there and I just missed it, not paid mine, I'm gonna do it. And that's it. Anything else you guys want to see, let me know. And like I said, I'm doing the like I said, I can dance. I'm just doing a few like at home art supplies that you can make to see if you really dig it. And if even if you do dig it and you can't afford the art supplies or whatever, I don't like people to feel like that they're not worthy, or they're, you know what I mean? We're all worthy, and y'all can be doing this stuff at home, and you can be doing your pages, your journal pages, your prompts, your index cards a day, whatever y'all do, and have fun, and share your art, and just bring yourself some peace for a little bit, I guess. So that's it. I love you guys so very much, and thank you to everybody who watches my videos, who leaves me comments, who writes me emails. Y'all are just so fantastic. And as always, be kind to each other, because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I'm sorry for all this today, but it's what you're getting. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys later.